Right. How are we? Welcome to Defending Elvis. Hi guys, thanks for joining me. I have already posted a video this morning concerning a Dave Stanley news interview. Richie Boy sent it me. I think I watched it about 6 months ago. Oh, that's good. Pat, you're doing well. Hi, Hillbilly Cat. Let's just see who's here. So, Luan, Linda. Hi, Linda. Hope you're feeling good. Kind of sorry for Riley that she has all that money, but could only afford black and white film. You're kidding. Matthew, is that a joke? Is that a joke? She did it in black and white because it is artistic. Come on, mate. Was that a joke? Matthew. So let's have a look. My only problem with Riley's film is she didn't invite me to the filming. Yes, you should have been there, mate. You should have been there. Let's have a look. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to play the film because it's copyrighted. I did post it on my channel. Let me get my phone, and they copyrighted me. So let me just get my phone, double check. Let's have a look. Okay, so let me just double check on my channel. Let's quickly do it on here. I posted when it came out. I quickly posted it on our video section of our Defending Elvis channel. Let me just have a look. I'm pretty sure Artie or did one of her own Memphis Mafia get the wrong film? Matt, you're confusing me. I have no idea what you're talking about. She clearly chose to do it in black and white on purpose. I'm not really sure what you're saying, mate. Yeah, there we are. That's it. There we are. We're getting there. Hillbilly Cat. Now, Hillbilly Cat posted another video yesterday. Please go and watch him. He's got a great channel. We love Matthew's channel. Right. Let me just have a look. Hi, everyone. Greetings from Las Vegas. Are you new? Margarita Van Kempen. Are you new? Welcome to Team Elvis. We're here to defend Elvis, Lisa, and the bloodline. We meet up every day. Team Elvis, we meet every day. Let me just have a little look. Tell us where you're from. Tell us, how long have you been a fan for? And have you watched our show before? So I just want to quickly see content. Right, let's have a look. I want to double check that it is copyrighted, because if it's not, I'll play some of it. Let's have a look. Where are we? I'm pretty sure it is. Got to find it. Yeah, it's copyrighted. I thought so. Yeah, so I can't play it, unfortunately. But it's... What it is, this has been sent to me. Julie's sent this to me. This is like almost like a news interview discussing the fact that Riley has made this short 6-minute film at Graceland, and lots of reasons why some people don't like it. Well, welcome, Margareta. Welcome. Been a fan since 1955. Wow, that is amazing. Well, share your experiences with us. We are very interested in Elvis fans. So we're here to defend Elvis and Lisa on the bloodline. We feel that Elvis and Lisa have been unfairly treated, unfairly portrayed, especially Elvis. This morning we did a live stream discussing David Stanley. He's hell-bent on trashing Elvis in these new clips so he can promote his book and promote himself as some kind of guru, yeah? Some kind of guru on behalf of drug addicts, people with drug addiction problem. Now, my heart goes out to people that have drug problems, guys. I do care, yeah? I know that drugs are a serious problem. I know it. And any way of helping people that have a problem with addiction, I'm 100% behind it. The problem Dave Stanley has, who, remember, Elvis's step brother, who grew up with Elvis, Elvis literally took David, Rick, and Billy from poverty. Obviously, because Dee married Vernon, and completely transformed their lives, and they lived like kings for years, up to 17 years, in and around Elvis, even worked for him. Now, I'm so disheartened by the fact that David Stanley can sit on a news clip and basically where they were honouring, I think that one was 38 or 39 years since he had died. They were honouring that date. And so we should honour the date Elvis passed, you know, with respect, just like we will honour his birthday. But so it could have, that interview could have just been a nice, sweet interview, couldn't it? It could have been oh, I love Elvis. He was so good to me. He took care of all my needs, was generous. He taught me about Christianity, taught me how the Bible, he taught me about the Bible, just obviously was very generous. Elvis gave the three brothers everything they needed as children growing up, made sure they were well educated. And Elvis took the upbringing of the Stanley brothers, Ricky, Dave, and Billy, very seriously. We know that Billy has written a book from The Faith of Elvis, which is a beautiful book. I love this book. Billy defends Elvis every day. I have no problem with Billy. Billy has apologized for any wrongdoing in the past. This book is lovely. It speaks to you. Elvis speaks to you through this book. I love this book. I highly recommend this book. Billy does now defend Elvis. Anybody that's defending Elvis, guys, has got my vote. Like recently, Ginger Alden. Recently, we discussed Susanna Lee, Elvis's co-star from Paradise, Hawaii. Anyone that defends Elvis, guys, they're in the good books of Team Elvis. Now, I'm just briefly discussing the Dave Stanley thing. Now, perfect opportunity. He's on TV. He's on a worldwide stage. He's on the news. They want to interview him because he grew up with Elvis, because he's Elvis's stepbrother. Great opportunity to praise Elvis and talk about how fantastic Elvis is, boast about his talent, how lovely a man he was. Some of his movies were amazing. And just tell the world about how kind and loving and generous Elvis was, as well as a Christian man, a gospel singing man, just a truly lovely man, Elvis Presley. Instead, the very first question that is asked is, and it's horrifying, guys, is about his addiction and how he died, how he was found dead. So how is that honouring Elvis? You got David Stanley, who's there on behalf of Elvis. The only reason he's there is because he was Elvis's stepbrother, because he grew up with Elvis, because Elvis chose to be kind to him. Remember, Elvis didn't have to be good to these boys. Elvis loved having these three stepbrothers. It meant everything to him. It's said that Elvis always wanted a brother. But he had been given three. So Elvis does the right thing. He's there for those boys. He wants to give them a good upbringing. He wants to play a big part in a parental way in their upbringing. He wants to influence these three boys and take care of them, nurture them, give them everything they need. Elvis decided that. I'm not sure what the year was. Was it 62? I'm not sure. He brings them into Graceland. At first, they actually are living at Graceland. I think that's right. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. These boys feel very special. They can't believe what's happening to them. They drive into Memphis, into Graceland. They're like, oh my God, are we actually going to be living here? Yeah, they cannot believe it. Remember, they had a very tough childhood. I don't know all the history. We can look into that. But Dee Stanley, for whatever reason, I think they did go into an orphanage. These three boys. I'm not sure what went on between Dee Stanley and her husband. We know that she was still married, but the relationship was on the rocks when she first met Vernon. I think there is an interview that discusses how she met Vernon. I think it's obviously Elvis becomes very famous. Stanley makes a decision to phone Elvis to ask if she could invite him for dinner. She gets speaking with Vernon, I think, and then Vernon ends up becoming Stanley's friends. You got strong views about this, guys. Many of you think that she wanted Elvis, but because she couldn't have him, she settled for Vernon. I'm not going to say if that's true or not. This is just things that you guys have told me. Yeah? So, Carolyn, we've only just started, my love. Okay. Actually, I want to put my necklace on today. Let me go and grab my necklace. 1 second, guys. Right, sorted. Sorry, guys. Right, sorry about that, guys. I got to wear my necklace. All right. Okay. So my wife's at work, so I've got 45 minutes. I want to do a couple of lives today on the dog walk because it is stunning, beautiful weather today. I've had more problems with my wife's car. So I've ordered some parts for my wife's car. Typical. Right. So, oh yeah, I did have, do you know what? Every now and then I get a rude comment from an Elvis fan, which is so upsetting. Now, please, guys, just quickly on that comment, I do have to stop and start videos. I have to do it. YouTube make me. So remember, I'm not just sat here to play other people's videos. Yeah, I can't. YouTube will not allow me to just sit here and go live, put a video on and press play and do that while the video plays. Like, yeah, because could you imagine if I did that? Find these old videos or new videos, 10, 15, even an hour long, and just put them on, press play, go live and just do that and say nothing. So then I get a rude comment, why do you have to stop and start videos? Well, firstly, I do it because I want to review them. I want to review the video, so I want to discuss it with Team Elvis. So I will stop, start, we discuss things, we ask each other questions. And secondly, this show is Defending Elvis. Yeah, I run Defending Elvis. My name's Louis. I run Defending Elvis. I am Louis. I am the presenter of the show. So I will play a video, stop and start it, and I will talk because my name's Louis. This is my show. So this isn't the play video show. This is the Louis Defending Elvis show. So I will stop and start videos and comment because isn't that the point? Don't people tune in to my show so that we can listen to Louis discussing things that we watch on a video with Team Elvis? Isn't that the whole point? Hi, Richard Boy. But it's not just that. Come on. We're Team Elvis. We all know each other. We're a family. We're a growing family. We all love each other. We're all there for each other. So together, we will play videos, read out different things, you know, different research together, and then we discuss it. We stop and start, discuss, stop, start, discuss. That is the show. It's Louis with Team Elvis and Elvis fans that join us. So when I get an Elvis fan telling me off for stopping and starting a video, I just find it really rude. I find it really rude. So guys, if I get rude comments, I'll just block these people. Seriously, if anyone sends me a rude comment, I just block them. Simple as that. I'm not upset or angry. I just think it's unfair. I don't think it's right. Just don't think, especially if it's someone that's been on here a long time, someone that I've been very kind to, very nice to. It bothers me. Right. Anyway, guys. Right. So what are we going to do? We were just discussing about Dave Stanley. Yeah. Yeah, Ness, of course it would. Yeah. I get it. Sometimes it's irritating. That's okay. Yeah. But come on, guys. Don't message me. Don't message me telling me off. Yeah. Right. Anyway, as I was saying, guys. So with the Dave Stanley thing, it's very simple. Yeah, I'm going to play the Keough video anyway and stop and start it and talk on it. With the Dave Stanley thing, it's very simple. He had an opportunity to go on TV, praise Elvis, say all the good stuff, promote him, talk about how good a man he was, a Christian man, a lovely man, a man with a heart of gold, and say all the good things. Instead, from question one, he is trashing Elvis, his stepbrother. That's what David Stanley does. And he does it again and again and again and again in loads of videos over the decades, even accusing Elvis. 3 times he says in that clip that we did this morning on this morning's video, David Stanley 3 times says that Elvis killed himself, committed suicide with a planned drug overdose. Remember, we know, oh, thanks, Angie. Remember, we know, yeah, that Lisa Marie was in the home when Elvis died from a heart attack. We know that. We know it. There's no way Elvis would have committed suicide. No way did Elvis commit suicide. And his own stepbrother 3 times on a news clip that is there to promote and praise Elvis, to honour him on it after 38 or 9 years from the day of his death. Dave Stanley's invited on as the stepbrother. Here I am, Elvis' stepbrother. I grew up with him. I had a lovely, amazing life with him. Instead of praising Elvis, he trashes him for nearly 10 minutes, saying that he committed suicide, he was a druggie, and many other negative things. That's Dave Stanley for you, the stepbrother. 3 times he said Elvis killed himself. 3 times. He wanted to make sure that the world was told Elvis committed suicide. Remember, Lisa Marie would have been watching that. Lisa Marie would have watched that. Yeah. And so this is why this morning I really wanted to do a video defending Elvis. Now, Dave Stanley went on to do it again and again and again and again. Now he thinks he can apologise and show regret and say that he didn't mean the suicide comments. It's not good enough. Sorry, Dave Stanley, it's not good enough. You can't spend your life making money from Elvis, trashing him, and then go, oh, by the way, I'm sorry now, I've changed my mind, I'm a born-again Christian. I don't accept it. I don't accept it. So I don't hate Dave Stanley, but I'm very, very disappointed in him. As a stepbrother, how good a life you had with your brothers, Ricky and Billy. As a stepbrother, you should be ashamed of yourself, the way you've treated Elvis. I was horrified by this morning's interview, and it was just a short clip that Richie Boy sent me. So remember, we have to forgive, we have to do this from love. There's no hate here, but I also think we're completely right to have our opinions. Yeah, if we're upset with Dave, we're entitled to that as fans that love Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline. So everything I say is just an opinion, you know, for entertainment purposes, not a fact. Remember, Suzanne Lee, I keep bringing her up. She stood up to Dave Stanley in that Terry Wogan interview. I think, wasn't it 1989? she put David Stanley in his place, and I'm so glad she did. It's exactly what he deserves. So anyway, that isn't the topic of this live stream. I'm going to play Riley Keough's. Well, it's not Riley Keough's. It's a little news clip concerning the fact that Riley Keough made this black and white short film at Graceland. Now, remember, I will say this, guys. Riley Keough is the owner of Graceland now. Yeah, okay, she doesn't own Elvis Presley Enterprises. She's only got 15%. Graceland is rented to Elvis Presley Enterprises, which, you know, guys, I think should never have happened. You know, 85% of VPE should never have been sold. That's my view as a fan. But once poor Lisa Marie died, even though Priscilla did try and stop it from happening, Priscilla disputed the amendments to the trust that were made by poor Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie wanted everything to go to the kids. Priscilla, as you know, tried to prevent that and revert to an old, I think, 2010 amendment, which would have given things back to Priscilla. From what I can tell, just an opinion for entertainment purposes, Priscilla wanted to stay in charge. From what I can tell, once poor Lisa Marie passed, which was very unexpected, Priscilla lost all power. Priscilla lost all power once poor Lisa Marie died. And somehow, I think, Priscilla was clambering to keep some of that power. So this is where they come up with this alleged bullshit that the signature was not hers and that she was never notified, and there was a few other things. A lawyer on behalf of Priscilla, Bridget Cruz, acting as her attorney as well. Yeah. Obviously she's not an attorney, but she was sort of acting as attorney in law. Is that what they call it? But the point I'm trying to say is there was a clambering of trying to, within weeks of Lisa Marie dying, a clambering to try and remove any power from Riley and Priscilla, hang on to it, keep hold of it, even revert back to the amendment, revert back to the trust before the amendment. Yeah, it didn't work out in the end, but I do think, as we all know, Riley had to pay off Priscilla. Ultimately, this was about money and power. Riley paid off Priscilla. She gets $1 million. She gets 400 grand legal fees. She gets 100 grand a year as an advisory role concerning Graceland's. Permission to be buried at the Meditation Garden, maybe. So that was done and dusted. We've got rid of Priscilla. I think that was a good thing. I think Riley did a good thing getting Priscilla outside of the box. I don't think really Priscilla has anything to do with Graceland now. You may see her pop her head in every now and then, like she did at the Graceland book signing event of the book From Here to the Great Unknown, where Nicole Richie was there. I personally feel that she stormed it. She wasn't supposed to be there. I've seen the footage of them behind the scenes, taking pictures. I do understand that Riley still has some kind of a relationship with her grandmother because it's her grandmother. This is something that I think the fans need to understand. This is Riley and Finley and Harper's grandmother. There is a relationship there, guys. They spent years and years together. They will love their grandmother. But I also think there's been disagreements, disputes. I also think probably tensions between Riley and Priscilla can be on and off, can be hot and cold. But overall, whichever way you look at it, it's Lisa's mum and it's Riley's grandmother. So there'll be some kind of a friendship there, guys, whether we like it or not. But do I think they also have disagreements and fallouts? Yes. Do I think they had serious arguments concerning Priscilla trying to keep hold of power, concerning Graceland? Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. But come on, guys, all families argue. All families argue. It's just the way it is. Now, my feelings on what Priscilla did are, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted that Priscilla, after poor Lisa Marie died, was trying to grab everything back. I'm disgusted by it. It should never have happened. She should never have disputed or contested, whatever you want to call it, the wishes of poor Lisa Marie of giving the inheritance to the kids. She should never have done that. I think she done herself a lot of damage. The fans are very upset about it. She also tried to hide it because she tried to keep it all private. We now know that Bridget Cruz may have been involved in that process, allegedly. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes and alleges, not a fact, just opinions. We're on a discussion program discussing these points. So, right, let's go through your comments, guys. So we're going to go through your comments, then we're going to play Riley's video. Now, this is my view on Riley. She owns it. She owns Graceland. Eventually, so will Finley and Harper. So if she wants to make a black and white, an RT black and white movie at the home of Graceland, of course, it's hers. She has the right to. She does it in a respectful way. What's wrong with that? Okay, let me just check the comments. I mean, it's a beautiful little 6-minute arty bit of film. You can watch it on YouTube, guys. Yeah, I mean, no offense, but I don't think I think she purposely chose to do it in black and white because it looks artistic. And who knows, it might have even cost more to do it in black and white. Who knows, guys? So now I do know that Riley gets some backlash. I do know there are plenty of Elvis fans that just don't like Riley, that are disappointed in Riley, that are upset with Riley. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I love Riley. I love Riley. I think she's amazing, fantastic. I think what she's had to deal with is so tough, so difficult. And let me just get the book a minute. Come on, guys. 16 tapes she had to go through, which felt like a phone conversation to Riley eventually, once she got used to it, and create this book. She created this book. Yes, it was from Lisa's tapes, but Riley did this. She didn't have to. She could have swept this under the carpet and forgot about it for 5 years, 10 years. She didn't. She made it priority, and she finished this book as soon as she could. She doesn't need the money. She didn't do it for money. She did it because her mum had asked her to finish this book. So Riley gets a medal. Then she does a world tour promoting this book. This book was a massive bestseller. Yeah, a massive bestseller. Riley did a brilliant job of this book, and she kept in some very uncomfortable details in this book concerning Priscilla and Michael Edwards and many other things. Yeah, this is a great book. Riley did it. So no matter what people say about Riley, she did what was asked of her, expected of her from her mother. And it's so clearly obvious that Riley absolutely adores and worships her mother Lisa and Benjamin and her twin sisters. Yeah, I've got nothing negative to say about Riley. Will she make mistakes now and then? Yeah, we all do. We all do. Do we all have to agree with everything Riley does? No, we don't. We're entitled to our opinions. But I feel as fans we should support her. I really believe as fans we should support Riley, Finley and Harper. Every time I say that, I lose a few subscribers. Yeah, I will always support the bloodline. Yeah, Elvis would want us to support the grandkids. Lisa would want us to support her children. No matter what your views are, Lisa would want us to support her grandkids. We all adore Lisa, don't we? Don't we feel sorry for all the ups and downs that poor Lisa had to go through in her life? Isn't it tragic how we lost her so young? So we're going to support her kids. Right. All right, Terry, you've watched it, yeah? So yeah, the Dave Stanley video, quite an emotional video, I felt. So Dave Stanley may be desperate to get money to make a movie. I've heard that he and Billy are going to make a movie about their... Yes, I've seen the clips on Facebook. Is it going to happen, guys? Yes, Emily, you've watched it. So it was I think it was about a 45-minute video. When Elvis said next time you'll see me on a higher plane and a better place, he was obviously talking about his health and getting... Well, Caroline, did he even say it? Carolyn, did he even say it? I don't trust anything Dave Stanley says now. Did he even say it? The problem is, Susie, is that he's been trashing Elvis for decades, yeah? In the name of helping people with drug problems. It's not fair. Why does Elvis his name have to be used to help people that have problems with drugs? Why? Why can't they just talk about Elvis and all the good that he did, how amazing he was, the way he changed the world? Why can't they just do that? The fact he loved his gospel music, was a Christian man, and all the good he did for charity. Why can't they discuss that? The great songs, the great movies. But no, the whole questioning of that report on the TV news clip was to call him a druggie and say he wanted to kill himself, that he did kill himself. You go and watch it, guys. There's no praising of Elvis. It's the minute Dave Stanley starts answering questions, it is based on Elvis being dead and drugged up and that he had committed suicide. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Obviously, guys, so you know, I do a video every morning and I do a live every morning. That's what I do now. That is the new norm for me. But I do post the video in a way where you can interact with it and leave your comments, and that I can join you watching it as well. So we do still watch it together, but it's not live in the video, but it's live in the comments. So Hillbilly Cat, he's obviously talking about the Stanley brothers. The boy spent 6 months in a boarding school in America in late 1959, early 1960. Yeah, and I don't know all the circumstances about that, but it couldn't have been very nice. Couldn't have been very nice, could it? Elvis deserves better. It's that simple. Dave Stanley, Elvis deserves better. Simple. This is our motto. Elvis deserves better. I've noticed a lot of people, a lot of other people are using that saying now. I love it. I've started noticing that Elvis deserves better on different platforms. I think we helped start that saying. Elvis deserves better. I'm very proud of it. Just going to put some water in my coffee, guys. Oh, go have our coffee. Oh, I love a coffee, guys. Hope you guys got your coffee. So, going to go through your comments and I'm going to play that video. That's the plan. Then we're going to do a dog walk. Right. Yes, this morning's video was a bit earlier than normal. Yes, that's right, Pat. Hi, Julie's. Yeah, Julie's sent me this. She sent me this video. Thank you, Julie's. Julie's has been very helpful. Let's have a look. Hi, Luann. Hope you're well. Right. I'm just quickly scanning through. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. That's very kind. There we are. Richie Boy says it. If we don't stop and start and discuss things, why am I here? Why am I here? I'll just click play on the video. Guys, I commit so much time to this channel. I love it. I love it. I love getting up, doing videos, doing research. I definitely spend at least, I would say, at least 6 hours a day because I do a lot of researching, yeah? So come on. No need to be rude to me. No need to be rude to me. Right. Remember, I go live so that we can interact. But if people are going to be rude to me, what's the point of me going live? Do you see the point, guys? So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to go on about that. Let's have a look. I love going live. I love it. It's one of the lovely things I do every day. Right, let's have a look. Look, I'm in a great mood, guys. I'm in a brilliant mood. I'm used to having negative comments, but I'm not used to getting it from a subscriber. Yeah, I'm not used to getting it from people that join my show every day. So when I get it from someone like that, it bothers me. Let's have a look. Right, okay, I think we've caught up. Okay, let's play the video, guys. I don't have that much longer. Let's have a look. My wife will be back. I've still got 25 minutes. So let's play the video. Here we go, guys.
I think that my grandfather was, you know, such an iconic, incredible performer, and I certainly wouldn't want to compare myself to him because, you know, he was so, you know, beyond amazing.
Elvis's granddaughter Riley Keough has just released a short documentary that will surprise and even shock some Elvis fans. Why? Because it was filmed entirely at Graceland.
So I just want to quickly say, Julie sent me this, but I also want to say that let's mention the channel. It's called Elvis News Examiner. So this is a YouTube channel. So thanks that we're playing this. I'll give you a like, and I'm already subscribed to you. This is called Elvis News Examiner. I do know that some people are upset that Riley did this. I'm not. I think it's her right as the new owner with her twin sisters. They're a bit young, but they will eventually step in and be joint owners with Riley Keough. So I think Riley can do whatever she wants. She's going to be respectful. The Christmas show she did, wasn't that excellent? Wasn't that very professionally done? I wasn't completely keen on all the music that was played at the Christmas show, but I'm still really glad that Riley is showcasing Graceland's. Yeah. So I don't think she's done anything wrong. So there is some backlash. We're going to read some comments on this video after it's played, but we will stop and start a little bit, okay, guys?
Riley and many other actors filmed scenes in virtually every room in the home, as well as on the grounds in the back of the house. This has caused a controversy for many Elvis fans who believe the home should be treated as a museum and left untouched for preservation. One fan wrote, "I was bothered to see these actor models all up on everything. Was at Graceland last month, and the reverence to all these rooms and places is astounding."
Do you know what? I understand that they are trying to preserve the museum. I understand it. Yeah. Obviously, they would have been very careful to not damage anything. All the different scenes within this short video, black and white video clip, they would have been careful, guys. Yeah, they would have been careful. But isn't it nice that some of these parts of the museum, the living museum, were brought back to life? So you can almost imagine Elvis at the swimming pool, Elvis playing pool, Elvis in the different rooms around the house. They didn't go upstairs. They stayed downstairs. So I think it was done respectfully.
So seeing these people on the couches and in the pool and actually pretend living is so crazy to me, unquote. The documentary short called In Process, Riley Keough is a 6.5-minute film of Riley explaining her creative process of writing. One of the most prominent things Riley has written recently, in addition to the award-winning film War Pony released by her production company, is co-writing her mother, Lisa Marie Presley's memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown. In the book, Riley wrote about her memories of visiting Graceland as a child and young adult with her mother and siblings. So it was an obvious choice to film this new documentary at Graceland.
I think growing up...
Guys, it's true. I've seen a few interviews now where Riley they would hide upstairs with Lisa whilst the tour was going on. They couldn't leave until the tour was finished. It was very important to Lisa that she made them understand, her children, Benjamin, Riley, Finley and Harper, how important her father was to her. Remember, Lisa worshipped her father, thought about him every day since the day he passed. She wanted to teach her kids everything about Elvis. So when people think there's no connection there, no way. Lisa would have made sure that Riley and Finley and Harper and Benjamin knew every detail about Elvis. So yes, he wasn't alive for Riley. Riley never met him, but don't hold that against her, guys. Give her a chance. I really feel that some fans need to give Riley a chance.
Been having family like dinners and stuff in the house, having Southern food in the dining room, and the house felt
very full of family and cousins running around, and did not feel like a museum, So I think those were mostly my memories as a child. It did have that like family home feeling for us.
The scenes in the documentary are filmed entirely in black and white. The opening scene shows Riley and friends enjoying a picnic in the backyard of Graceland. Riley narrates the film. Many scenes also seem to have hidden Elvis connections.
So guys, watch it. Go and watch it. I can't play it because it's copyrighted, but go and watch it. It's very short, very arty, I think. I think it's obvious she wanted it in black and white. It does bring different parts of the house back to life. It does do that.
For example, there is a single shot of Riley laying on the bed in Gladys and Vernon's bedroom on the first floor. It is reminiscent of photos taken of Elvis in the 50s on his bed. Then we see Riley interacting with the horses at Graceland. The scene then moves to a pool party by the swimming pool.
So it's just there is a picture of her in Gladys and Vernon's bedroom on the first floor. Yeah, so it's not just on the ground floor. Okay, let's keep going.
One guest at the party is swimming in the pool. Then the party moves to the basement in the pool room. One fan commented, "Anybody else get a bit nervous when people were using the pool table? And drinking in the pool room too? I thought, OMG, what if they rip the pool table even more, and what if they spill something?" unquote.
It's possible, isn't it, guys? The damage could accidentally happen. I would have thought they really went out of their way to be very, very careful.
However, the majority of comments from fans are supportive of the film. They are excited to see Graceland being used as a real home, the same way Elvis and even Lisa used to use it. Quote, "It is Riley's house. Her mother left it to her, and she can do what she wants with it when she wants to," wrote one fan.
Yeah, so Julie's, I know it's available, but I can't play it here because I get copyrighted. But yeah, thanks for letting us know that.
Lisa Marie herself threw parties in the house during the holidays, unquote. But the debate continued with another fan rejecting that sentiment by saying, "The pool table is the same pool table that Elvis actually played on, and the tourists are told to not touch it to not further damage it. Everything in Graceland is an artifact that can't be replaced," unquote. What do you think? As an Elvis fan, do you feel comfortable seeing people use the rooms that are on display for the public tours?
Okay, I think that's a good question. Yeah, now I can't force my views on people. Please leave it in the comments. Does it bother you that this happened? Are you upset that Riley allowed this kind of filming to take place in the Living Museum at Graceland? Guys, whatever you feel, I will respect. Whether you're for it or against it, please leave comments so we can discuss it and discuss why some of you may be upset with the fact that this filming took place.
Write your comment below. This is not the first time Riley has filmed at Graceland. In December 2023, she produced and hosted the Elvis Christmas special, which aired on NBC. Featured multiple musicians performing Elvis songs at different locations at Graceland. However, only one song was performed inside the mansion. All the other performances were filmed either outside or other buildings on the Graceland property. About halfway through the in-process film, we see Riley sitting in the corner of the jungle room. It is filmed at an angle, so it is hard to tell exactly where this stairway is, but it is actually the staircase in the jungle room that leads to the sun deck.
So an interesting point, guys. How would Elvis have felt about this? The way that his granddaughter, because obviously Elvis 100% would have absolutely worshipped his grandkids, yeah? How would have he felt about this happening? That Riley, who's obviously now the owner because her poor mum has left us, Lisa Marie, how would Elvis feel that this is happening? Would he like it? Would he want it all frozen in time as a museum? Or would he have liked the fact that Riley, with her friends, have done these different little clips of filming and in black and white, around Graceland? What do you think, guys? Leave it in the comments.
When you're on the public tour, you can't really see the extra divider on the steps. You can only see it if you are inside the jungle room, as in this photo. Then Riley is shown sitting on the floor in the living room in a similar pose to the famous portrait of Elvis and Priscilla.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Let's just go back a little bit. Let's watch it again.
Sitting on the floor in the living room in a similar pose to the famous portrait of Elvis and Priscilla.
All right. So does that mean it's the same chair as well? Because obviously that chair. That's interesting, guys. Actually, look at that. So is it the same chair? I don't know, guys. Obviously, it's a different color, but it's in black and white, so we can't tell, can we? Interesting, guys. Interesting.
Pose to the famous portrait of Elvis and Priscilla. Right after that, we see Riley and a male friend sitting in the jungle room with photographers taking shots of them. For a few scenes of Riley in a car with friends,
Does anyone know who the friends are that she brought with her?
scene moves to the famous music room. Riley is alone enjoying the performance of a trumpeter. Then we go to the kitchen where Riley is talking with friends. She says about her memories of her childhood, quote, "The world wasn't imagined. It's the world I grew up in." Then the film comes full circle as we see another scene in Gladys and Vernon's bedroom. We see a close-up of teddy bears that look like ones that Elvis posed with on the main staircase at the entrance of Graceland.
Interesting, guys. I find it fascinating.
Riley is sitting on the floor of her great-grandparents' bedroom. This is reminiscent of a photo shoot that Lisa Marie did in 2012.
So it gives us a glimpse, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't this give us a glimpse as fans? I think it's amazing. So she's talking about Lisa Marie's photo shoot she did in the same room.
12 in the same bedroom when she was promoting her album, Storm and Grace. The end of the film, we see someone closing off the room with a velvet rope for the public tours. As people walk by, Riley is still sitting in the room. She says, quote, "It was just a very human story set in an unusual place. But for me, it's the most usual place in the world," unquote. The film was shown at a special event for the Tribeca Film Festival on June 6, 2025 in New York City. Riley was joined by her production partner, writer and director Gina Gamble, and Australian-Chinese filmmaker, writer and producer Margaret Zhang. The discussion about challenges for women filmmakers was inspired by Through Her Lens, Tribeca Chanel Women's Filmmaker Program. Riley told Vanity Fair, quote, "As a woman, there is this pressure feeling of, I can't mess up. I can't make..."
So I like the comment from Pat. I think Elvis would want his home to live again. I agree, Pat. Great comment.
A movie. "But I think that, for me, I can't live like that," she said. "I think that's a great talent, actually, to be able to be okay with failing, messing up, and not being perfect," unquote. Riley's Graceland film is one of 3 short documentaries in this limited series that she and Gamble co-created and co-directed. You can watch the full documentary short by clicking the link below in the description. It's been 2 years since Riley became the sole trustee of Graceland. She has handled the position with grace and composure, even during the criminal plot to steal Graceland, which made headlines in May 2024.
Come on, guys. Riley has gone through hell. She had to fight with her grandmother just after Lisa Marie died. Within weeks of Lisa Marie dying, her mother, she had to have this horrible dispute over money and property and valuables, when all Riley wanted was the right to her inheritance from her mother. That's all she wanted. She wanted her mother's wishes carried out. And then you did have this ridiculous thing with the Graceland scammer, which to me was ridiculous. Riley's gone through a lot, guys. Gone through a lot, but she's come through it strong. She's come through it very strong. I really wish that the Elvis fans fully supported her, and I don't get that feeling. I get there's some resentment there. There could be some envy, jealousy. I think Riley gets very unfairly treated. I don't think Riley needs the money. She has her own career. She's a self-made person. She doesn't do this for the money. She isn't geared up for money. She does this for the love of her mum, on behalf of the twins, with respect to Benjamin, the brother she loves. Yeah? It's so clearly obvious to me that Riley and Lisa were very, very close.
In February 2025, a Missouri woman pleaded guilty to mail fraud, which was involved in a scheme to...
Okay, I'm not going to play that bit, guys. That bit doesn't interest me. But let's just quickly look at the comments. Okay, let me just see what comments are said. Now, will we get a feel from these comments on if Riley is supported or not supported? Kath, I'm sure Elvis would love to see his granddaughter and friends feeling at home and making more happy memories in the family home. I agree with that. Brilliant comment. Daffy, isn't Daffy one of our people? Riley should be able to do as she likes. It's her property. It was a home before it turned into a museum. I think Elvis would have liked that his granddaughter is treating it more like a home, and that's what it was to him. As for the pool table, there's already a hole in it. Ha! Great comment, Daffy. Let me just check your comments as well, guys. Hi, Rebecca. Hope you're well. Riley is a great girl, and Scylla, stay away from her. Right. I've been to Graceland almost 30 times, love it each time, but the house is now Riley's, and rightfully so. I agree. Well said. And it soon will be the twins. I love Finley and Harper. I think they're amazing. Right. Melinda, Elvis would love it. Riley knows what she's doing. Elvis and Lisa both would love what she has done. She has brought it back to life, made it a home again. And that was a home. Thank you. That is a good comment. So we've got our Chris on here. Chris, I'm sure your comment's excellent, but it's very long. But Chris really knows what he's doing. I haven't got time to read long comments, but Chris, I always love your comments. So please go onto this channel, guys. Read Chris's comment. He's one of us. He's Team Elvis. So Nikita, I absolutely love seeing the house being used like a home. Elvis would love 100% seeing it come alive. And it was such a wild, vibrant place where he was alive. I'm all for it not being just kept as a museum with no spirit. Do you know what? I'm getting the feel of it now. So Elvis is Terry from Elvis History is here. Hi, Terry. Yes, I think it was fantastic seeing Graceland used for filming. Riley is a great person and would be proud of it. Well said. Well said. I'm only going to read the short comments, guys. Esprit says, go for it, Riley. Manjastharan, it was so beautiful. I love seeing the Graceland like that. Although I was a little worried they would ruin the pool table more than it already was. I think Elvis would have loved to see Graceland back to life. Let's see more of it. Well said. Well said. Great comment. Elaine, it's her house. I'm sure she was respectful. Yeah, too right. So come on, there's an overwhelming feeling here that she got a lot of support. Yeah? Larry, hi, Larry. How you going? Elvis Presley is alive. He would not go within 1,000 miles of Presley. That's his heartache. His time. Larry, I'm not sure about your comment. Let's have a look. Riley, she was taught it was her mum's home. To Lisa, made it a home and did the same. I'm proud because Graceland was home to Lisa for all those years. Let's see if we can read a few more comments, guys. So I haven't got long left. Let's just keep going for a little while longer before my wife gets home. It's Riley's to do with as she wants, but at the same time, it makes me worry. I don't want anything damaged, even by accident. It is a priceless and cannot be replaced to its original. Elvis and his family, Riley's family touched and used it. So it's like a museum piece. Yes, something could be replaced, but then, okay. I would rather Elvis's things be left alone. So this is where we get the feeling of different points of view. Even though I don't agree with it, I think we should read it out. They cannot be replaced. He cannot play on that piano again. I don't like not touching them, but I think it's the right thing to do. Right. I support Riley and what she wants to do, and I know Mum and Lisa and Grandfather Elvis would approve and be proud of her families. Meant everything to Elvis and Lisa. I love Elvis and Riley and family. I thought it was Riley reflecting on what she thought about what was going on in the house during Elvis's time. Okay, yeah. So you can read into it. Watch the 6-minute clip? Watch it. And is she trying to say something through her filming techniques with these different people that were in the movie sets? I mean, film sets, sorry. You get what I mean. Well, it's not, is it a film? Is it a clip? What is it? What would you call it, guys? I think Riley wanted to help Graceland to thrive, and I think it was really good. Yeah, I mean, I think it is thriving, guys. It makes me uncomfortable that people who are not family members are using everything in Graceland. Okay. I don't agree with that point, but okay. Let's have a look. It's her home, and her mother sometimes stays there to connect with the past of her creativity point for the movie that Graceland inspired. She needs this connection with family, and I fully approve. It is a family home. All right, so Julie's is here. So let's read Julie's comment. Julie did send me this. I believe that Graceland is far more than just a living museum. It was intended by Elvis as well as his family to be used as a loving home and a place to live. Well said. Therefore, Riley isn't doing anything wrong by filming the documentary. At least the house is being used and not just sitting as a museum. The house is now Riley's to do with what she wants. And if she wants to film something, I see nothing wrong with that. And the creative process involved. Riley's loves Graceland and values Graceland and knows how very important it is. She wouldn't let anyone hurt Graceland or anything else that once belonged to her grandfather. She knows the home is precious, but it's more than just a living museum. It's a home to be lived and shared with others. Great comment, Julie's. Thank you for sending me the clip, Julie's. There should, let's have a look. Let's just keep going. Riley is a responsible person and wouldn't let any harm come to any of them, Elvis and Lisa's time. It was brought as a home for Elvis and his parents and the other relatives. His name will live on there. Riley is making sure of that. I agree. I think Riley's doing a great job. I'm a massive Riley fan, guys. You know it. So there we are. So Jean says, I think Elvis, Aaron Presley, her grandfather home should be preserved. I don't think they should be swimming in the pool or sitting on the couch or playing pool. It was his private domain. Elvis Aaron loved his beautiful house. I guess she wants to feel at home in her house. And I understand that point of view, even though I don't agree with it. I know where she's coming from. I just don't agree. Why does everything have to be frozen in time and untouched forever? Isn't that a little bit sad? Now, we obviously want it to be preserved so that we can see it as it was when Elvis was there. But saying that, a lot of it was redecorated. Didn't Priscilla redecorate many of the rooms to suit herself, which should never have happened? How do you feel about that, guys? Priscilla shouldn't have been able to redecorate some of the rooms. But I understand it needs to be preserved. I also understand it needs to be very carefully used so things don't get damaged. I understand that as well. So, okay, I think we get the idea. Most comments support the film being made, the little short clip that Riley did. Some don't. Yeah. I want to be respectful to both points of view. You know my point of view, guys. I think it's amazing. I think it's lovely. A beautiful bit of art. I can't see Riley doing things like that regularly. I just don't. But it's her choice. I think Riley honours her grandfather and her mum beautifully. Won't it be great when the twins get involved? Two very beautiful young ladies that I think are friendly and kind. They're Christian girls, as far as I know from my bit of research. They are definitely Elvis fans. One of them did say what her favourite Elvis song was. Crying in the Chapel. Crying in the Chapel was Finley's favourite Elvis song. They do listen to Elvis. So that's it, guys. I think the next things we do will be concerning. We've got a few topics to go over. I want to do a dog walk, and I'm going to have a little break, have some dinner. I'm going to come back. I may do one more live on the Keough channel. I probably will do a dog walk live. But at the moment, I just want a little break. I'm going to walk the dogs, then have some dinner. I might go for a little run because it's sunny. In fact, I probably will go for a run quickly. Every other day, I do a 1.5 mile run and some weightlifting. And I always walk 3 miles a day. That's how I exercise, yeah? Okay, guys. Thanks to Julie's for sending me that clip. Come on, guys. Let's give Riley a break. Let's give her a break. To the people out there that have a problem with Riley, give the lady a chance. She finished this book. She didn't have to. She loves her mum. She's proud of her grandfather. Don't hold it against her that she never met him. Yeah? He was dead. How could she? So let's be kind to Riley. Yeah? Let's be kind to Finley and Harper. And let's honour Lisa and Elvis in a respectful way. Thanks to everyone. Take care. I'll see you all soon. And I'm going to go for a run.